Sadly, this bill did not pass the Texas Senate. I'm not sure why, but I can take some reasonable guesses. It appears that more state legislatures are controlled by attorneys, not just those members who have gone to law school, but it's my understanding that any proposed legislation is frequently passed by attorneys for their opinion before it is debated. Since it is probable that the attorneys that are reviewing this legislation haven't actually studied the supreme law of the land, I can see where their opinions about legislation would deviate from what the Constitution actually says. It's also possible that the state legislatures simply don't want to pick a fight with the federal government, regardless of why this bill failed. Now, as we've all heard, if at first you don't succeed, try again. I would suggest that not only to the legislatures and citizens in Texas, but to all the 50 states. Because if you want to understand why the federal government is out of control, regulating just about every aspect of our lives, the answer is because the states don't stand up when the feds went too far. If you want to know why the federal government has a $37 trillion deficit, it's because the states didn't stand up when the feds embezzled money from their citizens. And if you want to know why the states didn't stand up, it's because we, the people, have hired representatives who are unwilling to stand up and protect our rights. Now, whether you're in Texas or another state, it's time we take legislation like the Texas Sovereignty Act and get our representatives to push it through. It is the only legal way to rein in an out-of-control federal government. Now, I'm not saying the feds will meekly submit. In fact, I expect them to fight tooth and nail to maintain their illegal ways, which is why we need people of character to hire representatives of character at both the state and federal level to follow the supreme law of the land. That's the only way we restore the rule of law to this great nation.